Hi guys, it's me, just Landriscina again, and I want to wish everyone out there a very happy and healthy and safe Chinese New Year for 2023. Why am I dressed like this for this holiday? Surely this must be some kind of racist thing. Well, no, because I'm not dressed up like a Mickey Rooney or anything. Yeah, Mickey Rooney in from breakfast with Tiffany's at Tiffany's, and also because I would look very bad in a cheap outfit or a mouse suit, if you will. Plus, this has very sentimental value to me because it was the last thing that my mother made for me that she completed before she passed away. So yeah, there's that too. And also, his ears off my head because it's the beginning of the year of the rabbit. So I figured be a little smart ass with it and talk about one of my favorite things in the world, Chinese culture. Now, when I talk about Chinese culture, I'm talking about like things written about like Chinese culture, uh, music, songs, anything that there is that Chinese culture that I can talk about. And I just happen to have a book over here that I just finished reading on December 30th, the day that sadly a media icon passed away, Barbara Walters. This book is took me a while to read it. Not because it was hard or anything to get through. That was quite the opposite. But this book I took a little bit of a break after like about halfway through it. And there were like 850 pages in it by Tom Clancy. And the name of the book is Threat Vector. Now you might be asking yourself, if this book deals with political intrigue and conspiracies, plots to destroy our government in a fictional sense, of course. But you might be asking yourself, what gathering did this do with Chinese culture? Well, the main enemy in this story are the Chinese. Now, I don't have any ill will toward a Chinese person in general. I think that the Chinese are very lovely, and I would like to meet some Chinese people, especially the nice Chinese women. And I define it yet the keep your dress that people like that fictional character like Chun-Li wears to be excellent an excellent representation of our culture. But that being said, I will be doing something special. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I will grow my hair out. As you can see, I'm already mostly there. But I'm going to grow my hair out. And I'm going to be doing 3 distinct hairstyles. Number 1 would be Chun-Li's hair buns. I don't know what the specific name of it is. Yes, I think it's Oxtails. Anyway, wear it. And next one I'm going to be doing is Crystal hair buns. hair buns with my own natural locks. And I'm not talking about the one from the end of the Return of the Jedi. I'm talking about the actual legendary hair buns from A New Hope and from The Empire Strikes Back. It's gonna take me quite a bit of time to get to the length of it. And then the next one will be Sailor Moon. Yeah, I'm not much of a fan of it. Plus, I'd like to see everyone say, "What the hell? What? What the fuck?" When you see someone with that like the hair go throughout the merry day. But I will not be bleaching my hair because I would like to donate my hair again to children's cancer. The children's cancer organization called Lungs of Love, which provides wigs to those who are unfortunate in getting cancer. Children. I will put the link to the website in the description of this video, and I encourage you all to donate your hair to them to make wigs. What a financial donation we welcome too. I already donated my hair, and some people in my family have also donated their hair to it too. So I definitely recommend you do it. That being said, let me talk about Threat Vector. This is a monster book. See, this is a very thick book, and if you remove the sleeve, it's pretty standard gray with black trim. But besides that, this book is great because it involves Tom Clancy's signature political intrigue, as well as his detailed accounts of character lives of victim people in the South, to the point that it's almost absurd as to how much he it's almost absurd with the amount of detail that he provides for everything. Now, I should point out too is that if you have the entire Jack Ryan series, like I do, in fact, one of my first books ever that I read from Clancy was Red Rabbit. Obviously, I'm not doing that one, but I could if I wanted to with these years. But I'm not going to because I want to reread that one again just for this. Besides, the Red Rabbit comes from Mother Russia instead of China. But this book is actually quite good. It should be on the whole, 150 pages to read it. And it all starts out with a tech guy that goes to China and with blackmail with a hooker, obviously Chinese, who is blackmailed into implementing a chip, a virus into the computer system, a program, I think, that is sold to this American organization for the president's son, Jack Ryan Jr. And what I was about to say before was that if you have the entire Jack Ryan series, or maybe it's the clock, anyway, Jack Ryan, if you get all the series, all the books in the series, and then you combine them all the stories together in one in order of 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with the Red October. You get a nice little biography of that character Jack Ryan from his very early years at the CIA spy, I believe it is, to to his presidency and beyond that. I'm sure. My favorite book is Executive Orders. Yeah, and that's that. It's just better think it. That's what it is. Was a little bit smaller. I have the paperback version and the hardcover like this. But that's for a different day. I believe I read that twice. I think he did. I mean, if I ever review that book, I'll be sure to read it again. Only that was I read it once. I reread something else twice because according to one of my movies, if you read a book more than once, it's a different story. I think that was the page master. But anyway, this book's also with the guy that is blackmailing they putting a virus into Jack Ryan Jr.'s employee computer systems, which he happened to work for a I'm not gonna say Black Ops, but like it's not real off the grid either. It's more of like a hush hush type organization where the regular U.S. government can get involved unless there's a lot appearing that there'd be a lot of black tape and stuff involved. So these people carry out like infiltration and assassinations and they prevent wars. They they generally don't they're off the record, I should say. They're off the record for any type of of operations. Kind of like Secret Service and or um, um that's CIA or FBI, something else. Something else like Black Ops, where even at the funerals, nobody can know what they are, who are members, or who what mission they won, and how they were killed. The type of thing. So all of this is because a character named General Sue, General Sue was Sir, is want to be too powerful for his own good. And he wanted to try to convince the rest of the Chinese Politburo, that's what they call it. That's what he called it. Tom Clancy was very organized in his book, and he did his research too about foreign governments and stuff. But unfortunately, he is also deceased too. So fans like me can't really get any more new stuff from him unless they just got like a protege or something to write it for him. Anyway, we have I should point out too that this is a picture of Mr. Clancy. I don't know if that's his full name, but this is him. And I believe that he only partially did oils baseball team. And it's funny that he actually looks like my old government and civil units teacher from my old high school. Anyway, they have this organization that is Black Ops, and they show that this journalist who wants to convince President Ray of going into war over the streets of Taiwan, which everybody knows that Taiwan is a disputed country in political terms because the Chinese, mainland Chinese, are communist, and they want to they want to portray Taiwan as like a rogue state, like a how should I put this, a like a rebellious teenager that wants to move out of their house, but still wants to get the pay, still want to get allowances, get the bill paid up by their parents. Which ain't gonna happen, but it's at the point. And United States, I believe that the on Taiwan right now, in that in real life, is that there's only a one China policy. Personally, I consider them good guys. I consider Taiwan to be a separate nation altogether. Even if they do have slightly more democratic form of government. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just in love with the fact that most of this takes place either in America or China. Or as Trump says, China. So they showed that this organization has uh, they have to fight this cyber attack people by the Chinese, and their main enemy is this guy called Center. This mysterious enigmatic figure named Center. I think it's supposed to be like funded by the Chinese government. You know, hush hush that they do. So in the book they showed that the Sky Center has many operatives. One of them being Darren Limited, which is a real pervert, and they show him they have him in the book as being like a pervert, and he was into hookers, and who is trying to hit on this Jack Ryan Jr.'s girlfriend, Melanie Kraft. And he doesn't try to point insult either, like we're trying on this woman, even though it's like a 20 or 30 year difference in them. But anyway, which is funny because I always pictured him being played by someone like Neil Gorsuch or what's the other guy? Rip Torn. Rest in peace too. But yeah, someone like that. Anyway, they have they have this cyber war to go on, and they're trying to the Americans are trying to fail the Chinese for the Chinese and getting too big for the bridges and attack Taiwan outright. So I know I'm skimming over a few details in this book, but number one, copyright issues. Number two, this is a pretty damn big book to get everything right. If I would cover everything in here, this video would probably be 3 hours long. I don't have the time or the space or the energy for it. And number three, I took a break from reading the book, so I don't know exactly what happened when and all this stuff. But they also have this guy who is like this computer expert at Henley Associate that beat the blood cops of the record place that Ryan works for. So they have Henry, this guy Gary Bievri, something like that. The stereotypical, it's that guy who is working for these people, like, but he's very uptight and very secure about his network, which he made himself. Kind of remind me of the guy Cartman from the movie, from the show South Park, in the episode Make Love Not Warcraft, in which he becomes a big fat blob of a human being. Although it's not as gross as what they do in the show. Trust me, for those who have seen this show, they know exactly what I'm talking about here. Anyway, they show him, and he's very physically unable to do much action or anything. But they show him, potentially using his wits to win the day. And they do. He reverse engineer program to be able to view the center in his cadre, a beautiful Asian lady to locate him, and then send this team to get it with missiles. That being said, during the course of the book, Clancy shows that they are he shows like what would happen if China or any technologically advanced society were to get too big for the britches and expand out to replicate so good and claim territory that it's international and is an ally to the United States of America. So they could be anybody, not just China. It could be North Korea, for example, or Russia, or I don't know if any of the European allies did this or whatever. We would still fight them. And I also don't like the fact that they don't have the people speaking Chinese, or at the very least having an accent. I don't know, that's just me, I guess. But they show him they show Mountain Crab being ordered by Darren Lipton that put spy tracker in Jack Ryan Jr.'s phone, and that's how they follow him to wherever that he goes, which leads to some very interesting fights with Greaney and some other operatives to destroy him and stuff. But they end up using the technology and the virus on the computers to reverse engineer to find the location of the center and stuff. And actually, they do attempt successfully to destroy General Sue, and they do it in a very weird fashion, much like, say, the assassination on John F. Kennedy, who did not come back for Trump supporters. Thank goodness. That'd be kind of weird, though, if he did that, but that's like the point. They have an interpreter with juggler in the gang over there that commit the assassination. She's the only named member of the group. Her name is Union. No, I don't know about any traditional Chinese names or whatnot, but Union sounds like a very cute and innocent person. She sounds like a little girl from my heart. Yeah, I'm Union the Conqueror. And she dies in the assault on this guy Jill through. And then present way, because he was pushed around by that guy, was tried to take his own life to try and make an honorable suicide, but then failed miserably at it, and then spent the rest of his life in prison. No, I gotta say that there is something that I don't like about this book, and that is number one, the detail and the length of it. I mean, have you seen the length of this book? I can barely hold it. That it's that big. You know, it goes into way too much detail about certain things. Like this guy who's equally as pathetic as the guy Vieri. And he gives us like this whole big introduction like this in this expo in Las Vegas, and then he gets shot by Senators Dr. K.K. Thomas. By the way, isn't Tong a Korean name or something like that? Anyway, they show him get killed. You know, what the point of that? All that introduction that time killed. Number two, there's part of this where Tong has a secretary, no doubt pretty Chinese woman, and she ends up killing him, so he gets another one. But turns out that he said, no, who's with the president? You know, Jack Ryan Sr. So this is a very short chapter, going like 2 or 3 pages long, and you know how with certain like superhero type shows they show he has like a big glory shot of all the superheroes like this, like like with their hands on their hips, like going up and stuff. You could just see she announces each person like that, like like that. Like it's a glory shot for an introduction to a TV show, like Arnie Van Dam is something, and like Burgess is something else altogether, and then you got Mary Pat Foley as being something else, and then on top of that you have this enemy of the United States, the Secretary of the enemy of the United States, saying that it's more call her Patsy. Now, when you call someone by a nickname like Patsy or like Joey, or for me, for example, or Chrissy, or something else like that, take nickname, you usually do it when you're friends with that person, or when you're family with that person. You don't do it just because you're you're just uh you don't do it just because you're a secretary to the enemy, and that kind of looks up amateurish, right? But another thing is that when Tom Clancy wrote the book, he has a picture of an airplane on top of a fighter jet, which he does go into very big detail as to, the weapons on the airplane, the detail on the capabilities of the aircraft and the ships. He does one fighter jet right there, and the models of shit, the airplane and this and that of the airplane. But I know that's like a staple of aircraft pilots. They have like call signs, like Wizard, like Maverick, like Iceman, the type of names and stuff. It's adorable and stuff, but when Tom Clancy came up with the names for these two in the book here, kind of stupid actually. I think it was drunk or something, because he called one cheese, the other one trash. Now, I just think those are really stupid names, but that's only me. I love cheese. There isn't a piece of cheese that I can't handle. Even like Monterey Jack, I can't eat it. In small doses, I was able to survive Limburger. I don't know if I saw that video up there, but I'm gonna look for it and now I mention it. But what the hell would you pick a cheese trash? Anyway, she dies in the end. Much like much like Iceman, I believe in the movie Top Gun. Top Gun. So anyway, in the end, Minecraft is found out by Jack Greaney and his guys, and she's innocent all the way. And they also have like type situation, like with guys who are like commandos in this organization, like that do the dirty work and stuff. We newcomer, I'm Yao. Now there's a Chinese thing for Yao, but he's actually pretty suave, pretty debonair, or at least debonair as you could get for a Hong Kongese man. Anyway, they show him becoming like a new recruit, as it were, in China, and they have Bingo Chavez. I believe that he is the son-in-law to Jean-Claude, but I'm not familiar with that. But it's a good job by Clancy to involve like multicultural people in his organizations, and I just love this book. Probably because it makes it a dandy paperweight too, or the list top. But besides that, you could tell that I read it because it's worn and it's got like that grease on my fingers on the pages. So Sue is killed. Presently is put in prison. Center all of his crewmen are dead, and there's one operative that a fruit called Valentine. I can't pronounce that whole thing, but I'm just call him Valentine. He's like a Russian guy that works for the KGB or something similar to that. And he works for Center too, and he arranged getting the Russian gulag. And apparently there was quite a bit of tension between him and John Clark. I'm sure it will cover in some other novel, but I'm not getting into that right now. But it's pretty cool because I expects John Clark to shoot him right there on the spot, but he doesn't. He expects her or injure him because in the other story, John Clark was horribly injured by his hand by Valentine, and that's he wanted payback for taking out of the field early, but he doesn't. He doesn't tell him to go fuck off. I also like Clancy because he doesn't shy from the violence and the sexual nature of things. I mean, sure, I could use more sex during the sex scene, but it was pretty good for what it's worth. I mean, this isn't like 50 Shades Great, which is pure smut, but it's pretty decent. The violence is a little over the top, though. So we make up for one thing, we get less than the one thing he makes up for in another part. And I don't know how much Mark really Greaney was credit for this, but on the cover with Mark really. This is a cool book. I hope they make it into a movie of some kind. Now, I should say also, I also China responsible for this COVID mess. I don't hold them responsible for anything, but in executive order, something very similar happens in which people weaponize the Ebola virus to be unleashed into America. So, let me know if you like the book in the comments below. If anyone else has any more suggestions to what I should do in the future, my contact information is 631 707 3707, and my Twitter is PNelsonPro. And I'm also my email is jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. Next book, talking about the next book I'm going to be having, is going to be that one over there called The Agent Mystique. And, what's your favorite piece of Chinese food, American Chinese food? And if you watch this, let me know how jellyfish taste. Because, it's like a delicacy over there in China. Not to the point of everyone eating it. I'm talking like that. The people I talk to list as like they're between the nose to it. Then they view it like a low class dish, for plebeians. But I'm not plebeian. I want to trade jellyfish, damn it. So now, I salute you guys and have a happy and safe Chinese New Year for the year of the rabbit in 2023. Aloha.